So the bottom film has been removed. All product has been removed from the machine. The top film is out of the machine. So we want to put it into cleanup mode. So we go to our wizard. Then we go to the final tab with the hand where it says clean machine. We press that. What happens, the two safety gates for forming and sealing come up. The dies for forming and sealing, they come up.
Okay.
And then we hear the air dump, and she's in the cleaning mode.
Okay.
At this point here, we can turn the power off the machine.
And that's done in the, can I see what you just did there?
I just turned this
Unit off. Okay. You don't need to open up the door.
No, I just
okay.
had that. You can edit that.
Okay.
Okay. So now we can remove this man to the machine for cleaning.
Okay.
Okay. So remove the holding covers for the chain.
And there's a sensor here. Can you show me? There's a sensor that needs to line up.
There's a magnet underneath here.
Yep.
You can see the back of it right there.
Yep.
And it needs to line up with a sensor right there.
Okay.
But what's critical here is the way these two support plates.
Right, so those have to be on the inside.
There's two Allen screws in there.
Can you put it back in just so we see?
They have to be like this. They have to be loaded like that. So if I put that in there,
yeah.
Just to get the clearance, I can push that one in, and then I can push that one
Yeah,
down.
and they're both on the inside. Okay.
Okay?
Good. So the same for both?
Same for both.
Yeah, Allen keys on the inside. Does it matter which one's in the front or back?
No, they're both identical.
Okay.
Okay. We could also remove these here. There's two little slot tabs right here. They just come out.
Okay.
Okay, same thing on this side here.
Yeah, we didn't do a lot last night. I left those on.
Yeah, it's nice so you can get inside here.
Is it necessary to take all these apart every time?
No.
No?
You don't have to. First time though is because we want to do a chain lubrication. So you can see the buildup here.
Yeah.
On the bottom there. So I would recommend that you get this cleaned out right now. Okay,
how often do you dismantle it completely for cleaning?
Again, that depends on how much product you get.
If you're using it every day heavily.
If it depends on how
how dirty
you're losing.
The way you guys use it, done every time.
Every time. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we'll do this every time.
You don't really have to do this because most of your stuff is what's going to pour over is going to be on here. You're going to get some in here, some in on the inside. So the main thing is this top plate.
Top
right
part.
there.
Okay.
Then you can monitor. The only reason we want to get this out is because you can see there's some debris in there. That should be cleaned out. We have a little bit of film in there, so we'll give it a good cleaning. The other thing is that kind of sets up our lubrication because I can tell that the chain needs some lubrication. So we don't, and we can monitor for over lubing. We can actually see a buildup of oil on that. We don't want too much oil buildup because then you can see it's all that.
Yeah, it gets built up there. I can see.
If I get too much, you can actually see
drip.
It kind of drips onto my sealing gasket.
Okay.
And you see discoloration of the sealing gasket.
Now you talk about covering up sensors. You showed me a couple in the back. Is there anything in here?
In here?
Could you point out all the sensors that need to be covered?
Yeah, well, basically in the backside, I mean, you have your motor for your vacuum pump. To put a little piece of plastic over that, just to cover that over the plastic, that's okay. This is the backside of our pneumatic solenoid valves. I mean, we put a little bit of plastic just to drape over top of that. We don't want to hit that directly with any high pressure. If you're using low pressure water, that's fine. Okay. If you want to come around this side here, the main sensors are. I remove my side panel here. This one here is my sensor for my bottom position of my safety gate.
Yeah.
So we can cover that one up. These two are critical here. That's our for top and bottom
And
position.
you're recommending to wrap that with a latex glove?
Just put a latex club over there.
Okay, just
Okay.
those 3 sensors.
Just those sensors, and just it kind of
If you're
acts as a
cleaning the
flag.
inside, yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
it just acts like a flag, but
Okay.
you just want to give it a quick clean. Okay. Inside on the forming, or the sealing rather. The same thing. You can see one right here, one right there,
Yeah.
and also we have a solenoid valve over here. That one right
And
there.
and that is probably better like hand clean, yeah? Like with a
Yeah, just give it just with a damp cloth. Just give it
And
a
chemical,
wipe.
yeah.
But if you're going to be hosing it down, especially if you want to rinse out your chain,
Yeah.
then I would cover that over with hand wiping and then cover it over.
Okay.
Same thing here. There's a solenoid valve. Just give that a hand wiping, and then
Okay.
again, it's electrical. This is the main control for my controls my Clearview filter.
Okay.
Okay. One thing you may want to do here, this looks like it hasn't been done for a while, is to remove these wing nuts right there.
Yeah.
And pull this. There's a hose underneath there, so it'd be a little bit tricky to get under.
Yeah.
You have to take that off and disassemble that and clean that right out.
So that whole unit comes down,
That whole thing drops right down.
and that's for the liquid separator, is it?
Yeah, what that is, it goes from your vacuum system
Yeah.
through your vacuum valves, through the filter,
Yeah.
right back into your pump.
Separates
So
out the sauce from the pump.
It protects your pump from any debris coming back.
Okay, good.
Okay. And then, same thing over here. There's one sensor in here you have to be careful about. That's on the, that goes into our lifting die, or our cross-cut die.
Okay.
Right there, so just, if you put a piece of plastic over
Yeah.
top of that. But generally speaking, that's pretty much it. If you're not using the high pressure water, just low pressure, you should be okay.
And with this, you'd probably like hand wipe most of the stuff underneath there.
Yeah, like typically we don't go even that far. Like
Yeah,
we usually just leave all our panels on.
yeah,
Like you say, the mesh is here. Like that'd be more of a PM.
yeah.
For us?
Well, the other thing is too, sometimes every once in a while you get some buildup in here because it always, especially when you're running a saucy material, you end up cutting it across there. So you might have some.
So under
debris.
normal circumstances, you'd hand wipe that.
Yeah, you can hand wipe that. I would inspect that to make sure that there's no sauce or meat buildup on top
Okay.
of the on this hand. Your knife is in there, so you got to be careful about.
Yep.
You don't want to stick anything in there because you should have your knife inside that. Okay.
And that's it.
And you got to be really careful with these. These are like longitudinal cutters. Those are sharp.
Yeah, we usually pull that right off.
Yep, that just comes right off.
How does it come off?
Just spring load on the ends there.
So I basically just pull in. There's two. It lines up. You just pull this side in.
Yeah.
It slides back.
Yeah.
This side slides in, and then I just lift it straight up.
See those set screws on there, right here. So you want to have those up, and then that'll be in your
Yep.
position.
Okay.
As you can see, the end piece right here.
Yeah, and it just springs
Square.
back and forth.
So
Okay.
I have an idler here. Here's my motor. So what I like to do is position that so it's vertical.
Okay.
Like that. Same thing. That's vertical there. And then I just take I squeeze these ends in. Drop that straight down. Drop this one straight down. Let's go the other way.
Okay. Is that it?